Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to our XM Live Education. We hope everybody has been having a fantastic day so far with great and amazing trades as per usual. If you don't already know who I am, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Anna. I'm one of the XM Live Education hosts, and I'll be right over here for the next few minutes to welcome you to my Trader Lingo show, guys. And if you don't know what this is, don't worry, guys. I'm gonna explain everything to you. Now, feel free to ask me questions in the live chat. I'm going to be right here to get them all answered for you in real time. Leave me your comments, your suggestions, your feedback. It will be much appreciated. Or you may simply participate, say hello, and let us know where you guys are tuning in, because I know that we have people watching us from different corners and parts of the world, but it's even more exciting when you're leaving us your comments and you're even informing us on where about in the world you're located in at the moment. Well, if you didn't already know, I'm Greek, so I'm currently living and based in Athens, which is the capital city of Greece. Let me know in the chat also if you guys have visited my country. If you haven't, well, definitely add it onto that bucket list of yours and come here, guys, see what we've got. But now, enough promoting the tourism of my country. This is the Trader Lingo Show, and we're just about to start. Okay, so you're probably looking at a very colorful image over here, looking like a jungle, okay? And I'm going to explain why. When it comes to trading slang or trader lingo, slang words. It's a jungle out there, hence what you're watching right now on the screen, with trading terminology that can sometimes be difficult to understand. Now, I'm sure many of you guys have sat down on a table with your fellow traders who seem to have a little bit more experience than you, and they surely have thrown around some very interesting terms that sound yet interesting, but of which you're not really familiar what they mean in real life. So truth is, traders love their trader lingo, guys. Indeed, they have their own words and terms to identify different situations and events happening within the markets. This is what this show is for, to familiarize all of you guys with these terms, because trust me, the trader's language is a whole different language than our day to day. So if you're just starting your trading journey, you're a beginner trader, a rookie, a newbie, whatever it is that you want to identify as your trading status, join me right in the show, the Trader Lingo Show, and learn how to talk the trader talk in no time. I'll be right here to get all your questions answered in real time, of course, and we're going to be chatting about some very interesting terms, guys. I'll be here for Monday through Wednesday, 2:20 p.m. GMT in the XM Live room, and I will be sharing different categories of trader lingo terms to help you speak the trader's language. Okay, my aim here is to make you more familiar with these very interesting terms, and from Monday through Wednesday, I will be sharing some different, you know, trader lingo terms on different categories, because trust me, there's a huge list of trader lingo terms that I have accumulated. So let's go ahead, guys. First, we're going to start with my favorite topic, if I may say so myself, trader lingo, words related to animals. And if you didn't already know, actually animals are super important symbols in the trading world. Did you guys know? Let me know in the live chat. I didn't. It's well known that traders have a particular fondness for animals of the wild. They use them, in fact, in their day-to-day chats about trading with enough animal terms to confuse a regular human. While nobody knows where all these animal terms actually came from, the bear was thought to be the first on the scene, right over here. And then this opened way for more animal terminology to make their way into the world of trading. So, question of the day is, who's in the zoo? Okay, we have very many animals over here. We will be discussing the most common stock market spirit animals that exist out there. And the first pair of animal terms or symbols that we're going to be chatting about are bulls versus bears, or bulls and bears. You're probably sitting around there thinking, okay, what do bulls and bears have to do with the trading charts and trends? Well, you're going to find out right now. Bulls and bears are actually the most iconic Wall Street animal symbols known all over the world. Now, when I say all over the world, I mean every single trader is aware of these terms. Bulls are used to specifically refer to an upward trending market, a cycle of growth, but can also mean an optimistic speculator often going long, meaning that they are buying the market. Some believe that bull markets, which means strong markets, got their name from the way the bulls toss their foes and spike their horns upwards. For this upward move of attack, the bull has been chosen as the animal to describe or refer to an asset's upward trend or direction, as you see right here in the image. The exact opposite to a bull market will be the bear one, which is characterized as a depressed and or downward trending market. Likewise, a bearish trader or investor is pessimistic, whereas bullish traders or investors actually have positive sentiments about the markets, guys. It is said that bear markets have got their name from the way they attack by standing on 2 feet, as you see right here on the image, and then they strike down with their front feet. For this downward move, the bear has been chosen as the animal to describe an asset's downward trend or direction, as you see right over here. This brings us to the next slide. Quick recap of what bullish and bearish trader lingo terms mean. So bullish, in the trader's language, refers to the overall trend or direction of a price, which is expected to move higher, as you see in the image right here on the left, okay, with a price line moving in an upward trend. Whereas bearish refers to the overall trend or direction of a price, which is expected to move lower, as we see right here in the image on the right, where the price line is moving in a downward trend. And commonly, traders from all over the world would refer to this downward trend as a bearish trend. So, pop quiz time. Take your own guess. We are looking at our trading chart over here, guys, and we're looking at this line, this trend line, which is underlined by this blue bold line, which is clearly moving upwards as you see. How would this trend or trend line be referred to by traders? Is it a bullish or a bearish trend? Let me know, guys. Shoot your shot in the live chat. I'm not going to be revealing the correct answer soon, but actually right now, but I will be revealing soon after I see that some of you are participating and maybe want to shoot your shot. But what is it, guys? Is it bullish or bearish? Let's see how many of you have grasped the concept. Now, moving on to some more interesting trader lingo terms that are related to animals. And we did speak about bulls and bears. Let's chat about wolves. In fact, to be more precise, Wolves of Wall Street. Not only a movie which Leonardo DiCaprio, as you see over here, won the Oscar for Best Actor for, but Wolves of Wall Street refers to the stock market kings famous for their crazy, insane, out of this world success on the Wall Street. Although many assume that this term was coined for Jordan Belfort, the real life Wolf of Wall Street that DiCaprio portrays in this film, they say that this term was first used to describe a man named David Lamar, who was actually a con man who impersonated many famous personalities, including a very popular at this time congressman. As you can imagine, this man, David Lamar, was arrested on numerous occasions. Black swans. Now, it does seem that these trader lingo terms referring to animals do also refer to famous Oscar-winning movies. But guys, actually, it's not the case. I did want to add the image of Natalie Portman over here, since Black Swan is actually one of my favorite movies. But a term that has become more well known and popular since the Brexit days, black swans refer to a completely unforeseen and unexpected stance or very surprising event. Black swans are as significant as they are startling and must have a huge impact, often negative, on the market. Famous black swans include the bursting of the dot-com bubble in the 1990s and the 2008 global financial crisis. Moving on to dead cat bounce. Like its name poetically suggests, the dead cat bounce refers to the last gap rallying movement of a dead market, putting it into quotations when a stock's price rises from depression briefly, only to fall again. Whales. This is an interesting one. Now, whales are movers and shakers, whether a trust, bank, or even an individual, with such a lot of capital that their buys and sales make waves in the market like only animals of gigantic size can in the ocean, hence whales. Unlike bulls and bears, traders' favorite two birds or avians, hawks versus doves, refer to the central bank's decisions regarding interest rates and what they do with their interest rates. Hawk or hawks, as the more aggressive birds and avians, are those in favor of raising the interest rates and a tighter monetary policy in an attempt to monitor inflation. Now, inflation is a very official term, guys, you will find it in all the finance books. Inflation refers to the persistent increase in the cost of living, cost of services, cost of goods within an economy, or the devaluation of a country's currency. It's very important that everybody is aware of this term. Now, a non aggressive and more cautious Dove stance, on the other hand, is of the opinion that the central bank should keep interest rates low or flat with the aim to boost economic growth in a depressed market. Unicorns. Now, this is one of my faves. One of the newest terms here, as you can tell, unicorns are startups that have come to be valued at around $1 billion dollars or more. They seem to be named for their rarity. Obviously, guys, it's super rare to have startups valued at 1 billion. Seems like a crazy amount. And some might cynically suggest the impossibility of ever finding one. I like this trader lingo term because it actually is quite mysterious, right, guys? And lastly, we have tigers are rare in that they are one of the few terms to come from an acronym, TIGR, which stands for Treasury Investors Growth Receipt. This was a type of treasury bond that was invented and patented, guys, by Merrill Lynch Bank back in the 1980s. Although largely outdated by now, TIGRs were once popular for the fact that holders didn't have to pay interest or taxes on tiger bonds. Hence why this particular trader lingo term is known as tigers. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and chat a little bit about some very popular nicknames that you will hear traders talk about and refer to when they're describing and talking about markets and assets. Let's check them out. Aussie, really good one. Not to be confused with the man from the land down under, Aussie is a nickname for the Australian dollar among the Forex crowd and also for the Australian dollar US dollar currency pair, one of the majors, meaning one of the world's most traded currency pairs out there. Kiwi. Similarly, the nickname for the New Zealand dollar in Forex is a Kiwi. The same nickname as the country's inhabitants, so named after their impressively cute indigenous bird, which actually resembles a kiwi. DAX, the most commonly used name for the German stock index, one of the most popular indexes in the world and Frankfurt's version of the FTSE 100. Cable. This is a nickname for the most traded currency pair in the whole world. In fact, this is the British pound sterling US dollar. The term allegedly comes from the cables which were once used right down under the Atlantic Ocean to transact currency deals between Britain and America long ago. All we have to say is that clearly trading is very, very old. Barney. So the nickname for the US dollar and Russian ruble currency pair is Barney. So named because ruble sounds like ruble, which is the surname of Fred Flintstone's best friend Barney. Of course, we can't have Barney Rubble without his wife Betty Rubble, or should we say Rubble, as this is the nickname for the Euro Ruble currency pair. Okay, guys, who knew that the Flintstones played such an important part um, in the trading world, right, guys? So here are the Flintstones, happy family. We've got Betty, Barney, and Belle, the little baby. So let's talk about some more trader lingo words, which are actually commonly referred to by traders to define market movements. I told you guys we have a very long list of trader lingo terms. Let's get to it. So, squeeze. We've got short squeeze on one hand, long squeeze on the other hand. But let's start by defining what does squeeze mean in terms of trading, guys? Well, squeezes refer to the unusual, unexpected market movements. Okay, so when there's a movement that's super surprising and has quite an impact within the markets and the trading chart, obviously it is known as a squeeze amongst traders. Now, a short squeeze, as you see right here in the image on the left, is when the underlying asset traded, for example, let's say a stock's share price, unexpectedly appreciates in price drastically over a short period of time. It's named like this because it squeezes any short sellers of that market who often exit their trades in a short squeeze to limit their losses as the market's price rises. Long squeezes, on the other hand, are often just as sudden as short squeezes, but these instead squeeze those going long, meaning those who are buying, the buyers. This is because the long squeeze is when market drops significantly and unexpectedly very quickly. Okay, so this is what a short squeeze looks like, and this is what a long squeeze looks like. As you see, it's drastic movements going up with a short squeeze, going down in a long squeeze. To the moon, another very interesting trader lingo term that traders use when they're referring to market movements. Probably the movement expression that everybody wants to hear the most, to the moon, is trader slang for a stock or an asset rising in price to an extremely high extent or degree, often super quickly. The term is only ever used for appreciating markets or markets going up, not depreciating ones, and always in relation to a very significant climb all the way to the moon as if it were. Now, some more interesting market movements that are related to actually trader lingo terms that are related to market movements are tanking and jigged out. Tanking, almost an opposite to the moon, refers to a stock depreciating in value, often quite significantly and quite fast. A similar term is crunching as well, by which traders mean a stock or an asset